Hey fellas, in the previous episode, we had a distro made for gaming. In this episode of beginner-friendly Linux distros, we cover Bazzite. This distro got suggested by BKG35. Thank you for the suggestion. Again, based on Fedora Linux. So, let's see how beginner-friendly it is. The operating system for the next generation of gamers. Bazzite makes gaming and everyday use smoother and simpler across desktop PCs, handheld tablets, and home theater PCs. The website says that Bazzite is designed for Linux newcomers and enthusiasts, with pre-installed HDR and VRR support, improved CPU scheduler for responsive gameplay, and tools and tweaks to streamline your gaming and streaming experience. Also, Lutris is pre-installed for other launchers like Battle.net, EA App, Epic Games Store, GOG, itch.io, Rockstar Games Launcher, Ubisoft Connect, Your Dad's Old CDs, and more. Which sounds really promising. There's under there a list of games that are supported, and a link to support the action of stop killing games. Take your game library anywhere. Your microSD card game library can be shared between multiple Bazzite installs, no matter which device you're using. Bazzite offers fearless rollbacks via its image-based system. Every update keeps the previous OS version, letting you boot into it or switch via terminal. Image retain 90 days. Fix issues like NVIDIA driver breaks, rebase to a no good release and pinning it. It's also secured by design with enterprise features like SE Linux, secure boot, signed container images, LUKS encryption with GBM auto unlock, plus FlatHubs attestations, sandboxing, and verified apps. Out of the box support for Xbox, Wii, Switch, and PlayStation, steering wheel, and other controllers. GPU support for NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel, pre-installed, with tweaks applied as needed, with desktop environments like KDE, GNOME, Steam Handheld or HTPC, using the Decky loader, and Waydroid. Bazzite uses the Bazaar store, which utilizes Flatpaks. When downloading, we can choose for what device, primary GPU vendor, depending on which one, though some might not support Steam Gaming Mode. And if we want to load into the Steam screen, the ISO is 7.5 gigabytes. Holy moly, now that's heavy. Again, same setup, 4 cores, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and 50 gigabytes of storage space. We are greeted with an installer that looks different from the others. First we set language and keyboards layout, set datetime and time zone, picking a drive where we want to install it, storage encryption, account creation, and we hit install. The installer, like I said in the previous episode, is pretty easy, but this time it's even easier. After a while, we ran into a wall called no space left on the device. Damn, never thought we would hit that. Time to use some more space, and this is the first distro to hit that wall. Okay, the problem is not in the storage, because from what I read, TMPFS uses some of the RAM storage, and well, since we do have 4 gigabytes of RAM there, that's why it fails. Not because of the actual storage. So we will hire the RAM to 8 gigabytes. First thing we get when we boot in is not a welcome screen, but a login to Steam. Now that's what I call gaming. The Bazaar uses mainly Flatpaks. As a browser, we got Firefox. Lutris and Proton Plus is here. Sunshine, which is basically a streaming thing with a low latency. We got Bazzite Portal, which is neat. In there we can update, rebase, rollback, and even reset. Set it up. Install media applications like Xbox Cloud Gaming, GeForce Now, and Netflix. And we can do some tweaks. We got a BTRFS assistant, input manager, and warehouse where we can manage all things regarding Flatpak. Also, we got Brew, another way to install software, Proton Tricks, which I think is really good because it's basically like Wine Tricks, which I mentioned in the last video. And we got Hydrate installed here. The community agrees that Bazzite is very easy to use and very beginner friendly. And my opinion on it, honestly, I agree there. It felt really easy, so it gets a hard pass. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If there's a distro y'all want to see here, let me know in the comments. See y'all in the next video. And remember to hydrate. Bye.